Hey there, this is Chris, and I want to talk to you today about how to survive a soul smackdown. So, uh, recently I had an experience where I have been dialoguing with my soul and the soul of my business and receiving direct guidance. And I've gotten amazing, amazing results from doing that. I mean, just so clear do this, talk about this, take this action. It's been incredible. And yet last week I woke up and I had a really dark morning. And for some of you, you've probably been experiencing that as well, especially over the last couple of months in our country. And I want to talk about what's happening when we're experiencing a soul smackdown and what you can do to help yourself through it. All right. So, first of all, whether or not you're dialoguing consciously with your soul or not, this is going to work, okay? The thing is that we are always in communication with our soul. We're either aware of it or we're not aware of it. So we're either consciously asking for guidance, receiving it, and then taking action on it, or we're ignoring it, right? We're getting it, but we're ignoring it. And you can tell that you're ignoring it even if you're consciously asking for guidance, because of the dissonance that you're feeling in your body, in your mind, and that feeling that something is just off. Okay. So, a couple things what happened is basically I woke up last week and I was just in a really dark place. I had felt great the day before. Maybe some of you can understand this, where you feel great. You're like, I'm clear. I know what I'm going to do. And then the next day you wake up and you're like, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm scared. I don't know. Who the hell am I to talk about this? Whatever the case may be. Okay. Who the hell am I to go ahead and take action on this thing? Or maybe that's just, a dream that I'm having and it doesn't really matter. Okay. So anyway, that's just dark, right? You wake up, you're like, ugh, this sucks. And I was in that place. And even though I have all these skills, even though I've done all this work, I mean, we have them. Everybody has these moments. For some people, they're moments. For some people, they're hours, days, weeks. For me now, I can get them to moments, maybe even just a couple hours and shift out of it. I want you to be able to do that too. So here's what I did. I sat down and I asked my soul, what's going on here? Why am I feeling so crappy? And there were three things that I heard, and I want to share those with you now. So the first one was, make sure that it's not other people's crap it's other people's soul smackdown that you're experiencing. Okay. So what does that mean? Here's what I did. I asked myself, I use a tool, it's from Access Consciousness, and I said, who or what does this belong to? And return to sender. Because if you're sensitive, empathic, intuitive, which you're a human being, so you are by definition, if you are experiencing that, a lot of times you're experiencing other people's emotions and their energies and trying to process it as if it's your own. So, your first step is to make sure you just clear your system or clear your field of other people's stuff so that you can just deal with your own. You can't fix other people's crap. You can't fix it over there in them, and you can't fix it when it's in you. So, first step was to clear that. Who or what does this belong to? Return to sender. So that worked great. I started to feel a little bit lighter. I started to feel like I had a little more breathing room, a little more space to deal with what was really going on for me. And then the second thing I was told was ground. So ground yourself. I have a great little tool that I do. It's called the Inner Voice Reboot. And it's just a way to reconnect with your soul very quickly. I'll put it in the comments and you can grab that. And it works great. You can do it in less than a minute. But I even have a little guided one that takes like 5 minutes to do. Okay. So get grounded, clear my field. I'm like, okay, good. Here I am. Everybody else's crap's out of my field. I'm grounded now. Now what? So I ask, what is going on here? Why am I feeling like this? And this is where the smackdown came. And it was, you are moving directly perpendicular to the guidance that we have given you. And that's why you feel like crap. And when I say we, I mean my soul directly and the soul of my business. And it was like, ooh, wow. It's one thing to hear that from your coach or your therapist or maybe even a friend. But to hear that from your soul, it's like, oh, there's nowhere to fucking run and hide, right? And it's interesting because I posted on my other page, on my personal page, a question: if you could ask your soul anything, what would you want to know? And there were a couple people who were like, "Oh my God, I don't know if I want to ask my soul. I'm a little bit nervous about that." And I so get that. And you might think that as I asked that question and got that very clear answer of you're moving directly perpendicular to what we have told you and shared with you and what you are supposed to be doing right now to be in alignment, it actually wasn't scary. It was freeing. It it was grounding. It was like I really got it. See, that is it. There is nowhere to run and hide. But we keep trying to run and hide, and that's where we get scared. That's the problem. So, what did I do? I said, what do I need to do right now? What is one thing that I can do to take action to get back in alignment with you? And it was pretty simple. It was like go to the gym, like get off your ass and move. Move your body. That was what I needed to do because I had been sitting a lot and not getting out. We having a lot of snow and inclement weather, and I just wasn't moving. So it was like go move your body. So I knew that that was going to jumpstart my energy. It was going to clear my energy even further. And then it was like just share the content that we've been downloading for you. So that's what I needed to do. But I encourage you to ask your soul, what's one thing that I can do today to help me get more in alignment with you? So if you're experiencing a soul smackdown, there's a couple things you want to ask yourself. Number one, are you just experiencing the collective? Because we are having a collective soul smackdown right now. Especially, no, not just especially in the United States. It's a fucking shit show everywhere, okay? Between what is happening on the other side of the world, what is happening in our own country, everybody is experiencing it on some level. And the people who are saying just get over it and there's nothing going on or it's not that big of a deal, oh, Lord have mercy. God bless you and your soul because it's going to hit you real hard, okay? Even harder than the rest of us who are trying to deal with this in some way, okay? With whatever, all the stuff that's happening right now. Okay, so number one, we are all in a collective soul smackdown right now. So you got to recognize that and understand that you can't clear it for the collective, but you can do your own work. Okay, that's it. And when you do your own work, you do actually end up clearing it somewhat for the collective. So there's bonus points there for that. You do by doing your own stuff, your own work, you do actually contribute to the collective. So got to do that. Ground yourself. Ground yourself. Get right here in this moment, right here, present in this moment, and then ask your soul, then ask your inner voice, what's one thing I can do right now to move more in alignment with you? And you will get something. And it can be very simple. It's not going to say quit your job and move to, Hawaii, although that sounds lovely. maybe we all need to do that. But and maybe it will be that big, but usually it's not. Usually it's just one thing that you can do to start getting yourself back in alignment. So, hopefully this is helpful to you. I mean, it was probably one of the darkest days that I've had in a very, very long time. And just by asking those questions, just by getting back into dialogue with my soul and the soul of my business, and then taking action, it just shifted. It was like a 180 and totally turned things around. So don't fear asking your soul. Your soul is totally there for you. It is 150, 200% in your corner. And it knows exactly what you need to do. And part of the problem is that we're afraid to do it. And so we just don't ask. So I'm putting together some cool stuff around how to dialogue with your soul and how to overcome the fears and how to do it with an intention that will help you to get the best clear advice from your soul that you can get. So watch for that. I'm super excited about it. But until then, if you're experiencing a soul smackdown, then do what I shared with you in this little video, and I promise it's going to turn things around. All right? Good luck with that. Happy holidays, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.